Hello, my bug-loving brothers, and welcome to today's social gathering in which we will be discussing insects and insect-related things. Hello. Children, the UmARMY is a horse private second class. Welcome to the UmARMY. PT says you're all 600. It was nice to see you, and it's nice to see everybody else here today. I have put my heart and soul into preparing this bug stream today. AKA, I've spent the past 2 hours frantically putting something together because I was horribly underprepared. But as you guys know, it's been a very hectic weekend, so, you know, we kind of just doing our best right now. Hello! Welcome everybody to the UmARMY. It's a nice place, it's a nice time. 13974 is given 4 carrots to slide over a cup of coffee. Thank you, I just finished chugging one, so I should be very energetic today. Very energetic. Cancer Crab is given 2 carrots as a glasses, I kneel. These are, it's because I have to do intellectual stuff. I am obligated to wear glasses for this. So today I will be a horsefly, and I encourage all of you to embody whatever bug you would like to be at this very time. Just kind of like close your eyes for a minute and think about what bug pissed you off the most last, and that's gonna be the bug you're gonna be today. Sadie Edgy's given 2 points of it. I carrots to say make sure that coffee got no bugs in it. Well, much like when you're going to get leftovers and you see that it happens to be covered in bugs, sometimes you just, you know, a little extra protein, right? Or I guess, you know, logically you'd probably, you know, swat them off. Camel spiders. Those are very good warriors. Probably the best warrior bug possible. You want to be a pill bug. Those are very cute. I admire your dedication. Oh, alright, let me pull this up. Don't worry, guys. I could bore you by rambling about bugs for the next 2 hours. But, however, needless to say, I am slightly prepared. Roly-poly cake. You're a termite. Well, I hope it's curable. Ugh. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Let me transition to this. Let's begin our journey today. Can horses fly? Yes, they can, and I'm about to show you why. So, as I said, I put this together in a span of 2 hours. It's very detailed, though. I worked real hard on it. Yeah, I worked real hard on it. Marquis give it 2 carrots to say, did you roly-polies or lobster? How are they lobsters? I mean, I could kind of see the relation, but I don't really get it. They both have hard shells. They're like the Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris. Yes, those bugs. I think those are bugs. I think are they sea creatures? I don't know. The Cambrian explosion was a crazy time, which is what gave us all of these bugs. This is gonna be exciting. Hello, my fellow arthropods. Chain deals give up 5 carrots to say doesn't sound like the talk needed to beat the bug menace. Not very federation. What are you talking about? Does this bug you? It's fine. Are crabs bugs? I don't know. So this is alright. Yeah. So yeah, this is basically the PowerPoint that you throw together last minute because you don't want your gaming console taken away, so... I will do my best to present it with an appropriate amount of fervor, as much energy as any horse could muster at a time like that. Yeah, just bear with me here. Just bear with me, I got this. Alright, first line. This is a bug. Now, I'm not a programmer, but I think I know a bug when I see it. So, you know, like wall clipping, that's also a bug, not to be mistaken for grass clippings, which are also a favorite of mine, you know. It's not a bug, what do you mean it's not a bug? not a bug. What about, is missing no a bug from Pokemon? I don't think it has a type technically, but you could say it's a bug type, right? Hello to you too. Hello. Bug not found. Well, page not found. Maybe. I feel like I might have been off the mark a little bit, but it's okay because I know a bug when I see one. And I think you guys do too. Let's get into this now. It's fine. It's fine. This was just a little bit of a hiccup. We're gonna get this right. This is a bug. Now, it might not look like a bug, but it depends on how you define a bug. There are a lot of bugs in this world, and you know, they come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. This one, it's a favorite of mine. I quite like this one. How is that a flying rat? I hear that people describe, what is it? Seagulls that way, but I think seagulls are cute. And this guy's cute too. Look at the little guy. Should I turn off my eyes for this stream or should I enjoy the birds? I don't have any graphic bug pictures in this because I don't really like looking at super nasty bug pictures either. So I tried to find the least offensive bugs that I could get for this stream. Don't make fun of carrier pigeons. Be honest with me though, would you guys send a message by carrier pigeon if you still could? Like, would you write a little note and then tie it to his leg and say, hey there little guy, you're going places kid, and just give it a little pat on the head and then it flies off and it never returns? Oh, imagine how many messages were lost because of that. That'd be so fun though. It'd be so fun. That's like miscommunication at its finest. Pigeons weren't bred to be domesticated, just threw them outside and they didn't want them more. I mean, people throw bread now to the pigeons, so even if they were bred to be domesticated, at least the bread was fed back, you know? It's like a cycle, it's a feedback loop. Quite literally a feedback loop. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, this stream's gonna be full of really dumb jokes, but I feel like that's the spirit of it. Cause you know what? Sometimes bugs just fly at your face and there's nothing you can do about it. No amount of bug spray is gonna protect you. Just like no amount of bug spray is gonna protect you from this stream. So let's keep having a jolly good time. Now, next we go to a lady. This isn't a bug, but we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer. I mean, I admire the pattern of this. It kind of reminds me though, I was thinking about this while I was pulling this image into this. While I was pulling this image into this PowerPoint. When I was a kid, like a really young kid, I was curious. So I saw this ladybug and I ripped off the shell from it, and it turns out that beneath the beautiful exterior, it's just a regular beetle. So I probably should have killed it afterwards, but I think I let it go. After ripping off its shell. I've changed since then. I'm not the same kid I once was. What do you mean? What do you mean red flag? I was a kid. I was a kid back then. Don't you ever wonder, like, don't you ever just get curious? Don't you ever explore your curiosities? Isn't that a part of youth? Isn't that like, don't you guys have whimsical spirits too? At least you don't kill 10 plus bugs a day like I do. I mean, you know, I have my moments where I just get blinded by rage because they won't leave me alone. That's, yeah. Yeah. Starkmark's gonna 2 carrots a day with a tiny fedora. Is it a milady bug? Shut up! Shut up! You dork. No, it's a sophisticated little guy. It's a cute little creature. Hello to you too. Exterminate all bugs. Tomoe doing God's work. I was just a kid back then. I was misguided. Honestly, yeah, there are worse horror stories. I haven't done anything worse to... you know, I feel so judged right now. Damn. Anyways, onto the bugs. Yeah, you know, me and bugs, we're cool. This one reminds me of a friend of mine. Alright, so let's get into some cool bug facts. Now, I thought about this real hard when I was writing this. I was like, what kind of cool bug facts can I share with chat today? And these are just the things that happen to pop into my mind. The first off, the first thing I wanted to cover was I wanted to debunk the BE movie theory, because I had to read that whole script once, and I've never actually seen the movie, but apparently it's based on like a myth. The iconic opening line of that movie. It's a total lie. Bees can fly logically. They like spin their wings around. It's easy. Sliable Weaves give 5 carrots to say I just killed small animals with the high pressure setting on the hose by popping them or crushing. You know, I don't know how to process that, but I'm glad that you're a better person now. What matters is that you're doing your best. Change. We're gonna learn a lot about change in this PowerPoint. You know, bugs, they change form a lot. Even in Pokemon, they level up from a very early level, so it's, yeah. We're gonna learn a thing or two. It's okay, this is gonna go great. This is gonna go great, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, oh, another fact, a stomach bug is not a literal bug in your stomach, but that reminds me of the parasite videos that people used to try and show me. I don't think you want to look at parasite video. They're some of the most disgusting things on the internet, most likely. Don't quote me on that though, because apparently you guys have seen way worse shit that you try to keep me from saying, which, thank you by the way. I don't want to see that shit. Yes, the spaghetti worms. The ones that look like sentient pasta. I don't think anybody needs to see those. Tater Pictures give 5 carrots to say next thing you'll tell me is that Jerry Seinfeld isn't a bee. I don't know much about that guy, but he's probably not a bee. Probably not a bee. Are there worms in your body? Are you sure? I don't think I'm a host. I would not be a very good host to them. I wouldn't even know what to feed them, so no. No. I guess, you know, the wrinkles on your brain sometimes, they kind of look like worms, but I don't think it's quite the same. Well, the next fact is, sorry to bug you. But you're never really sorry, are you? Because you're a fucking bug. Why would you be sorry about that? You don't have to apologize if you've done nothing wrong. And that's an important fact to keep in mind, guys. Never apologize unless you're wrong. So Malich is given 20 carrots as they having ants flashbacks. That reminds me of that really shitty Disney movie with like the ants. I don't know if that was what it was called, but there was just something about it. It's like a vague, distant memory, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not making. Oh yeah, Bug's Life. Okay, there you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a bad movie. I'm pretty sure it was bad. I don't know why there's so many movies like that for kids. Oh, Ants was DreamWorks. I've never seen that before. I've only seen A Bug's Life. The grasshopper. Another cool neato fact that I learned is that apparently ladybugs are not gender exclusive. They can also be dudes. And then something I learned from a very young age is that you can easily buy a lot of ladybugs. Now I wanted to do the math because of how cheap they are on how much it would cost to ruin the ecosystem around you, but I ran out of time, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. They're very affordable in today's economy. Honestly, they're almost free. They're probably cheaper than dirt, to be honest. It's just interesting, you know? The world is full of so many interesting things. Yes, it's a Sir bug. That sounds so goofy, though. Snakes aren't bugs. I mean, unless there's like giant worms that kind of resemble snakes, but I don't think it's quite the same. Do not disrupt the local ecosystem. I mean, that is a way of choosing violence. What could go wrong though? What about jitterbugs? I'm not familiar with that particular species. Let's see, what else did I have prepared here? So, now this surprised me too, but it turns out the yellow jackets, they're not actually wearing jackets. It's a coat of paint, actually. You know, like when they paint over the roads to add those little stripes in them? Yeah, There's a lot more to it than you think. You really gotta look beneath the surface sometimes. There's a lot of conspiracies in the world, but mass-producing yellow jackets is one of my responsibilities, so I felt like I should let you guys know. What about centipedes? They're adorable! And millipedes are too. I just like them. They got a lot of little legs. They could coil around your arm like a snake. Except snakes don't have legs, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Also, I don't think snakes have exoskeletons like I'm pretty sure centipedes do, but I'm not sure. Wait, no, exoskeletons. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, most bugs have exoskeletons, which is really cool. It's really fucking neat. And yes, nobody gives a shit about the difference between a wasp and a hornet, honestly. If you're gonna sit here and correct people on it, just why? Why would you be that guy? Why? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not the right move. You don't want to look like that guy. And yes, contrary to popular belief, I've never seen a bug litter before. They're very eco-friendly, actually. All of them have an important role to play, so I think the saying "litter bug" is very offensive. We should try to come up with another saying together. I feel like we should be the change we want to see. It's just not fair that bugs have been they've been wrongly accused of littering all these years. You look like a gacha character? I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Most gacha characters are so over-designed. Ah! Thank you, though. Thank you. Give the millipede tiny Tims. How many Tims would it take to put on all the legs of a millipede? And how much would the VA give if the millipede broke a leg? These are important questions. How many legs does it have to break to qualify for benefits? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd be an SSR, thank you. That was the nicest thing I've been told all day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's see. And the last thing is, pin me up like one of your French bug is a weird saying and you should not use it. Because I don't think it really it doesn't have a good flow to it, you know? Doesn't have a good flow to it. Almost, I don't know, bug pinning is kind of cool though. I haven't really seen it much. It's probably one of those olden things. Like, they didn't have anything else better to do, so they just said, I'm gonna just get a shit ton of bugs and pin them up. So it's not like a pin-up magazine, it's more like a pin-up display case, you know? It's a little bit different. It hits a little bit different. Scope-meister's given 9.99 carats to see you've disappointed me for the final time, UmARMY. This lack of genuine sincerity to talk about bugs has broken my trust in you. I've decided to defect to the crown. Long live the king. Jacket. What the? Bro, I am passionate about this. I am passionate about. You gotta give me a chance, bro. You gotta give me a chance. What's my favorite bug? You're asking the tough questions, you know that? Maybe horseflies though. I'm a little bit partial. I don't know. I feel like I'm obligated to have a bias towards them. Just a little bit. We're like brothers in arms, you know? Brothers in arms, even though I think... How many arms does a horsefly have? You know what? That doesn't matter. Let's keep going for now. Things that eat through your property. That's right. There are destructive bugs out there, and don't let anybody convince you otherwise. We got the carpenter bee, which is the fuzzy little guys that you see floating around. Those are cute. Then we got termites. Those are some dastardly guys. And then we got yeah, that's all we got. Let's go to the next slide. More things to look out for. I'm trying to teach you guys how to protect yourselves in nature. You never know when these fuckers could zoom up and start causing mischief. Alright, next, let's see. Things that make a bad home in your house. That's a lot of bees, and they make hives in there, and they're dangerous. Gotta look out for them too. But honestly, honey is a really good thing. That's a really good thing. Yeah, don't worry about some don't worry about all the bees here. They're all happy. They're all working together. It's a teamwork effort right there. Look at all so happy. There's a man in there that just wants his oats. Another one looks like he's about to steal something that he shouldn't, and then he's like a big old bold bee. Yeah. And they're all bumbling and doing bee stuff together. And then we got, I think that's wasps, if I remember correctly. I think that's wasps. Yeah. I've never actually seen a complete wasp nest in person. Have you guys? Like, you always catch the beginnings of it, and then you pull out the sledgehammer, and the gasoline, and the flamethrower, and the hatchet, and honestly, probably the weed whacker too. Literally anything you could use to destroy a wasp nest, and you just start swinging at it violently. Regardless of any potential consequences, you just start swinging at it. And you know it's you against them, but honestly, you don't care. You know, maybe sometimes you get a little intoxicated, you go out into the backyard and just grab a baseball bat. Someone tells you, oh, hey, I bet you won't swing at it. I bet you're a bitch, you're not gonna swing at it. Then you swing at it, it topples over, the swarm is unleashed, you start running. Oh, looks like you're about to stumble, but you barely catch yourself in time. You manage to slam the door shut. They're all trying to get at you at once. You've never felt so popular before, but at the same time, you're terrified. And you tell yourself, you know what? I think I need another drink. And that's why you don't leave your house for the next few weeks. Because they're still out there, you know? They're still out there. It's fine now, right? Yeah. Or if you lose a bet to a friend. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's nothing that can secure, like, I don't know. It's just risky business. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. You had to knock them down? Bro, I've been watching them build one up on my way to work for like the past few weeks. They're nowhere near this stage of completion. But even I know not to fuck with them. It's tempting to, but no. We're not gonna do it. Have you heard that you aren't submerged in water? If chased by bees, they'll wait for you to resurface. You know, I've actually never been stung by a bee or a wasp or a hornet before, so I don't even know if I'm allergic to them or not. I've just never, you know, it couldn't happen to somebody like me. Not a horse like me. Oh, it's your first stream? Well, welcome to the stream. We are getting our education on. Go team. I think this is a roach. I actually forgot this was in here. So yeah, apparently these are all over your house sometimes, and it's apparently they move fast, and some of them can fly. So be careful. You don't want them to jump out at you. Whew. Nope, that was a test. If you didn't flinch, you pass. You've never been stung, huh? Yeah. It's not that dangerous. Yeah. That's just a filter? Well, you know, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's alright, though. That's alright. This guy here, though? Look at him. Look at him. His eyes are full of light, energy, beauty, potential. He's young. He's so young. He can do anything. That's our grasshopper right there. This man, he's just hopping. He's in his element. King Cracker's given 5 carrots, so Safe found out that I didn't inherit my family's deathly allergy to bee by getting stung by one when I was like 9. It was very tense. You know what? You're a survivor. I'm glad that you're here to tell your story today. I'm glad that you're doing okay. You too are like this grasshopper. You're undergoing your hero's journey. And you're probably about to have a big event in your life. I'm not like one of those fortune tellers or nothing, but you know, it's like how some people can sense when storms are coming. Horses can kind of just tell, you know? But this guy, yeah, he's great. But however, comma, these guys aren't so great. They don't really have the same style, you know? They're lacking in color. They're a little bit beige. They're like the office workers of the bug world. They're just not that exciting. And you go outside and you just hear them. You hear them all night. It's annoying. It's obnoxious. It's just awful. It's awful. It's so disruptive. I hate it. It's, yeah. Yeah, it's just a little cricket. Jiminy Cricket? He would be a lot better though if he was a grasshopper. I honestly think they probably should have they probably should have casted a grasshopper instead. What's wrong with office worker? There's nothing wrong. It's just it's a little bit more mundane. You know, there's some exciting things out there. You could be doing dirt biking or that one finger skateboard thing, like the kick flips on that. Cause you know, real skateboarding is very dangerous and you could scrape your knee and then your parents wouldn't let you ever do it again because you were stubborn and didn't want to use knee pads or any other sort of protection like that. I bet you thought you were a badass that could go out without a helmet too. Well, you know what? You learn a thing or two out in the real world. You learn a thing out there. Yeah, tech decks! Tech decks, that's what I was thinking of. It's nice to meet you too. Oh, cicadas are actually the worst garbage bugs? What are you talking about? Look at them! We're gonna get louder! See, I was already prepared. I could already tell what you were thinking before you even thought it. That's horse foresight right there. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I know a thing or two. It's almost like I could just sense these things. So you got this fucking Civ map on the side. Well, no, that's actually just where they live in like clans. They're like pack animals, I guess. I don't know if I can give an imitation of one of these. It's kind of like. Oh, I don't know how to do it. It just comes out like a screech. I don't know how to make it sound that sharp. My voice, my vocal range isn't that big. It's not that broad. But damn, they're cute though, and I love when they leave their little husks behind. They're like corn, you know, just shedding their husks behind all recklessly for anybody to stumble upon. No recorded sounds? I know I should have added one in. I should have. I'm sorry. I feel like I failed you. But look, they're gonna emerge. They're gonna emerge in a pack and they're gonna take over the world. That's right, guys. This is what you really need to look out for. When's the next one coming out? I guess there's some over in... I don't know what that state is. Over... Yeah, it's... Wherever the beige color is, but I think that's beige. That's like a light brown. I don't know what state that is, but looks like they're in danger next year. You guys should really give your condolences. I really need to learn my states. I'll learn eventually. What the beige? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What do you mean these things are gross? Honestly, I wish I could pet one. They're cute. They're cute as hell. East Ohio, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry for being bad with geography, dude. It's confusing. It's confusing. There's so many of them. There's like 50 of them, bro. How do I feel about locusts? I don't think... Do we have any of those in the US? I feel like these bad boys here are all that matters. New Jersey? No, not New Jersey. The one that's over to the left. The one that's near, Illinois, I think? Yeah, wait, maybe... Huh. It's okay. I'll figure this out. This is why I never played Civ. Could never read the maps, you know? Anyways, now that we're done admiring those beautiful, beautiful bug eyes, let's go to the next... Let's go to the next stream. I will not do push. I don't want to do push-ups. Don't make me do push-ups in the middle of the stream. What if I do them afterwards? I feel like that's fair. That's reasonable. That's gotta be more reasonable. But yes, here are the sayings. Bug-related sayings. This is the only one I could think of. It's buzz off. You know, like the really corny line that the bullies use in those kids shows? Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know if you guys got any other bug sayings. Thought maybe we could put our heads together and maybe we could come up with something. It would be so, it's like a bonding experience. I know, look at him go. He's so powerful. He bugging out. I'm sorry. I forgot the whole stick bug thing existed until I was gathering material for this. I couldn't get the funny little music for it though, you'll have to forgive me there. Just fill it in with your head, because no doubt you guys have already heard the funny little jingle enough times. You should just see it and it should trigger that memory deep within. Let your neurons fire off violently so that you can summon this primordial memory that we all share, and then link it to the hive mind so to make sure we all get it in one piece. Good afternoon to you too. Just a cat in a box has joined the UmARMY as a horse private second class. Welcome to the UmARMY. PT's at 0600. It's nice to have you here today as we learn about bugs. Wish I could be a fly on the wall. And this is what the fly on the wall is like. Man, no kidding. I tell you guys, horseflies are more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Your hive mind is slow, bro. You need to update it. You're moving at a snail's pace when you should be moving at a slug's pace, or like a worm's pace, maybe. I don't know. Pick up the pace. I actually don't know what slugs / snails count as. I don't think they're bugs though. Unless they are, then yes, moving at a snail's pace / slug's pace is perfectly acceptable. Although if you think about it, snails are more powerful than slugs are because they're just like, they're like slugs except they're willing to carry a heavy burden on their shoulders. They're willing to carry more baggage so that you don't have to. And boy are they neat. So yes, keep that within your heart at all times. My fly is down. Next slide. It's like I just know these things. So, speaking of bugs, let's talk about the bugs that everybody just wants to kill on sight. These are our most wanted bugs in America. So we got the mosquito, and we got them. We got the gnat, and of course we got the fly. You can't forget the fly, otherwise you'll end up like this guy. Yeah. And then we got the bugs, the bunny. I hope you guys all have your hunting rifles. I will issue you new ones if need be. Please let me inspect them before you go out though. Cause some of you guys, you know, you need a little bit of a pointer there. I got you. I got you. I'll lend you my ancient wisdom. You're fine. Just let me take care of you there. No, wasp, no. Cause like, honestly, you see the colors yellow and black together and you think, boy, McDonald's. But then also you might think about bees or wasps or hornets. I mean, they're all kind of the same. They're all colorful little dudes that fly at you really fast and seem like they have the potential to kill you. So you just act out of instinct, you know? Cause that's survival of the fittest, and you're not about to go out like no bitch. What about water bugs? You know, I didn't think that far ahead. I did not think that far ahead. Oh. We'll get whatever rifle that we're able to get our hands on. Coating bugs. You know what? That is a pretty solid bug. That is a pretty solid bug. Jandil has announced you can't kill Bugs Bunny. He'll just stick his finger in your gun barrel and it'll blow up in your face. Well, we're gonna have to peek down there anyways to make sure there's no jams. That's obviously how you inspect, right? Isn't that the proper thing to do? Yeah, it is. I think I would know a thing or two about gun safety. Don't worry, guys. I got your back. I'll educate you proper. So then we have caterpillar identification. Now, I know people get mixed up on this a lot. It's confusing. But, however, I got you here too. Because you got the smooth ones that are safe to pet, but then the hairy ones are a little bit more dangerous, you know? A little bit more dangerous, but regardless of what it is, sometimes you find yourself stopping on the sidewalk to just admire the way that they wiggle when they move. Because their body kind of ripples. It's like watching the waves on the beach on a really peaceful, tranquil day. But instead, you're just watching a little guy move along. But he's so fast. He's so fast. It's beautiful. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to pet the fuzzy caterpillars, but I think most of them don't have enough venom to actually be dangerous to you. But there are some of them that are kind of risky to touch, so you probably shouldn't do it too much. But I know you guys like the fuzzy caterpillars. I'm gonna give a controversial opinion. I actually really like the smooth ones because it reminds me of when I'm petting frogs. Like, you know, when you're just minding your own business, taking a nice stroll, you find a frog, you pet it. Yeah, it has the same kind of rubbery texture, but it's kind of like a little more on the rubber side, a less smooth side. Cause smooth is more frog, but rubbery, yeah, just you can feel the texture just looking at this image, pretty much. The fuzzy one is a good pet. Don't the fuzzy ones normally turn into moths? Or is there, I don't know, it might just be both ways. They turn into the same they turn into the same thing regardless. It's possible. But they have like tiny little arms too. Have you ever seen a picture of like a caterpillar reaching for something? It's so cute. Like the way they grip onto the stems. It's honestly just adorable. I think baby caterpillars are my favorite. It's just like the little hands, they're reaching out towards you. It's like a little T-Rex. A little fucked up mutated T-Rex. I love them. Just love them. And then they turn into butterflies regardless. Amphibian stream soon? I would love to do the same thing for amphibians. Absolutely would love to. Caterpillars are just a gift to the world. They're just so peaceful. You can like feed them leaves and kind of like watch their development. It makes you feel like a proud parent. Like you stole somebody's kid from the playground. You just really want to see them thrive. And then the police get called and you're like, well shit. At least I got to feed them a leaf. But in that case, it'd probably be lettuce, and really you should rethink your life decisions at that point. Please don't kidnap children. This is just a metaphor. This is just a metaphor. Alright, next slide. Worms! I really thought hard about what pictures to include with this, but these are the ones that came to mind the most. Cause I don't know, there's just something about these. Now, we got a lot of different worms in the environment, like these... You never know what you're gonna run into out there. Mostly you see the earthworms, right? They're pretty popular. They all kind of look the same. I think that there's like differences between them. Worms aren't bugs. It's close enough. Oh, hello there. I'm teaching the world about worms right now. I don't know why, but when I tried to look up worms, I just kept finding pictures of gummy worms. So I guess we're going with this. It was like also a picture of like people trying to shove giant gummy worms into their mouths. I don't even know why they make giant gummy worms. It's like the same principle as... You guys know that candy that has like the scorpions inside of it? That's like the type of gift you give if you really fucking hate somebody. It's not a nice bug. Oh, okay, it might not be a bug, but it's still used the same way. It's used as like bait. Yeah, when you're fishing. Although I don't think you can use a gummy worm when you're fishing. I don't think so. Worms are actually a vegetable? Say psych right now. You know worms? Let me just go into this for a second. Let me educate you guys. Some worms can survive even when chopped in half. Don't ask me how I know that, though. I can't tell you that. And they have hydroskeletons. They are one of the only animals to have hydroskeletons. Now, do I remember what a hydroskeleton is? No. But it's a cool word, and I learned it in biology, so I'm gonna use it for this instance. Random facts stick in your mind, and that's just like a worm sticking to the soil. These things pretty much exist to be consumed in the universe, but they create compost and stuff too, so they're pretty neat. I feel like they're worth mentioning at least. It's an honorable mention. You can't neglect these guys. They're working hard. Birds eat them? Early bird catches the worm. Ever heard of that saying? Do you have your own saying? That's what I thought, so why you shit-talking worms, huh? Sea cucumbers are both plant and animal? I'm pretty sure sea cucumbers are vegetables, buddy. Pretty sure they're vegetables. Nice try, though. Nice try. They can be worms or quite literal iron and plastic. What kind of fish is dumb enough to fall for iron and plastic, though? Have you ever been to the Bass Pro Shop Pyramids in Memphis, Tennessee? Or are you just making shit up? Until then, I don't think you're a real fisherman. Let's go to the next slide. I'm glad you guys love worms, too. Glad you guys love worms. Hello! Oh yeah! I forgot I added this. This is kind of what I was thinking about when I was making this, because I was like, what bug do I really hate? What bug absolutely traumatized me as a child and I never want to think about again? So we got a tick here. It's this nice little mark off to the side. Ticks are the way to ruin your summer adventure. You're just trying to go out, you know, enjoy the weather. It's hot out. You don't want to wear long sleeves, but you're in a dry, grassy area. And then, hey, look, you're covered in ticks. And they're a pain in the ass to get off, aren't they? We hate ticks out here. I've actually never had bed bugs, but ticks, I just really hate ticks. I really hate ticks. Stradley has given 10 Australian carrots to say, hey, happy to be here for another stream. UmARMY, were you the kid with those bugs and resin bricks? If so, welcome to the club. I always wanted to be that kid. I think it's meant to imitate, like, amber, right? Because there's a lot of fossilized old-ass mosquitoes in amber, isn't it? And I think that's pretty neat, too. We hate ticks out here. You didn't know ticks were real? Do you never tick off a box? Like, how do you fill out surveys, bro? Are you living under a rock? Are you living under a rock? A lot of bugs live under rocks. Rocks are great for hiding things in this world. Let me tell you, you can hide a house key under there, or you can hide a shit ton of roly-polies. It's just, there's so much under there. I think there's a lot of grubs under there, too. I forgot to add grubs to this stream. I'm sorry. Honorable mention, though. Grubs. Not the food, but the bug. I guess they're food, though, if you're a really hungry bird. Yeah. 1F5678 is given 5 carrots to say I had a tick in my neck when I was a kid once. Yes, they pried it out of my neck with a knife. It was very painful. I've had ticks burned out before, so I totally get where you're coming from. Don't burn out ticks, by the way. I think that's actually bad, because I think they throw up in your bloodstream or some shit. It's really weird. It's really gross. I just hate ticks. I really hate ticks. And it's worse when you're like trying to keep this dog on a walk, and then the dog gets ticks. Like, even if you don't get ticks, your dog still gets ticks. Sydney is given 2 carrots to say. Horsefly. Big glasses, very nice. Cute. Me? You. Don't. Shut up. Thank you. Thank you. We will not be going on TikTok today, though. That's the main lesson. Be sure to protect your dogs from ticks and fleas. Get those collars now. This is not a sponsored stream, though. Just protect your dog proper. Dogs are beautiful creatures. Have I ever eaten bugs? No. And I don't want to either. I feel like they'd be too crunchy. Although I hear that some of them are actually really good nutritional little dudes, like crickets. I think are the most eaten bug. I think some people eat ants too, though. This is on a stream. You should watch it bed tray to see. It's not that bad. This is soothing. Let's go to the next slide. These are cool bugs. I love bugs. Let's keep it up. So we got Atlas moths here. I really love Atlas moths. They're big as hell and they're cool. Although moths are pretty fucking stupid because they just aggressively fling themselves at sources of light regardless of whether it'll destroy them. But if you think about it, it's kind of poetic. It's like they're willing to destroy themselves just to pursue something. It's like a little spark of light in the dark. They know what they want and they're willing to risk it all just to throw themselves at it with no sort of strategy whatsoever. Yeah, we got Mothman in the corner too. I was told that moths are really cringe, but Mothman is a national treasure, so I have to include Mothman in the stream. It's like obligatory. I think I once saw like a documentary about Mothman as a kid, and it kind of scarred me a little bit. It was like those Bigfoot documentaries, but I'm pretty sure Mothman still has his own Netflix doc. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100 about that one. You like moths more than butterflies? Why? Moths have such dusty ass coloration, and when you grab them, they have like powder in your hands and stuff. Does anyone actually know what that powder is? Because that's gonna bother me now. I haven't been around moths big enough to like really notice the powder in a while, but I just remembered from my youth that I used to get a lot of moth powder on my hands. Yeah, Mothman is kind of scary. Mothman is real. He stole my car. I hope not. Oh, it's scales? Pollen? Dead skin? Is it wing scales? That sounds right. Wait, but butterflies aren't out here shedding their scales. Wait, does that mean it's like moth dandruff? You're getting moth dandruff on your hand? That's kind of gross, actually. That's kind of gross. I don't know, maybe moths are just super airheaded and butterflies are like really regal and kind of just, I don't know, there's just something about them, you know? There's just something about them. I feel like both moths and butterflies are beautiful, though. Oh, Anime Acumen is given 5 carrots. I see the cavalry is here. Hello, hello, we're learning about bugs today. Butterflies off the wings? Huh. Wait, so if people pinned up butterflies for display, did they also pin up moths? Were they also pin up girls? I'm curious. Very sad, bro's given 5 carrots. Thank you for the carrots. Thank you. I'm becoming well fed. I will continue to point at the screen though with my carrots like one of those really advanced professors. I need like an extendable carrot to just make this even more official. Moths or butterflies without a moral compass? How many of you guys prefer moths over butterflies? I'm gonna run like a poll at the end of this because I need to assess the situation here. I'm more of a butterfly type of gal myself, but I think a lot of people tend to favor moths nowadays. Oh, and then we have the mantis shrimp. I forget what exactly was special about them, but people hype them up a lot, so I figured I would mention them here. I don't actually know whether or not they count as insects, but they have the name mantis in the name, so hopefully they are. I mean, you got praying mantis too. I think they like rip the heads off of their mates or something really metal like that. Bugs are kind of cool in how destructive and stuff they are. I like it. I like it. We like to see that type of behavior out here. That's perfectly sane and reasonable. Oh, why not both? Because sometimes you can't have both. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. The exoskeleton is close enough? Yeah. I mean, they're crustaceans, but who says they can't be one and the same? They're sea bugs? Pistol shrimp can kill most things with their punches? Really? I mean, well... Okay, so this thing you guys might know about horses is horses are incapable of seeing the color red, so you guys might be looking at this PowerPoint a little bit differently than me, so please bear with me here. Please bear with me. I do like, though, I think the thing about mantis shrimps that makes them special is the fact that they have compound eyes. I believe that is the term that they use. I think there are other insects, though, that also have compound eyes. Like, I think butterflies might as well. But there's something particularly special about the mantis shrimp. I think it has, like, 12 photoreceptors or something like that. Something fancy like that. What arrow? That's what I'm saying. It's invisible. That's how color blindness works. Just deletes the color completely from your field of vision. That'd be kind of cool, actually, but also kind of terrifying. For mantis, female rips off the head of the male during mating. However, sometimes the male escape this fate by luck. Also, mantis have 2 brains, which is why they don't die even without a head. Where is the second brain at then? Is it in their heart? Do they think with their heart? Are they emotional like that? Yes, it can see more colors. It's capable of seeing ultraviolet, I believe, is what that indicates there. I haven't really looked at wavelength much. That reminds me a lot of really old college experiments with, like, I think it was chemistry is when you learn about all the wavelength stuff. But yeah. Mantis shrimp has 20K vision. Ugh, they should really look beyond that, you know? Let's see, what else was it? Oh yeah, I got more to show you guys, don't you fret. Alright, so, this is not a snow globe. It looks similar, because it has a base and it has like a glass part, but this is actually where the sister of your mom and dad lives at. This is an ant farm. Look at them in there, they're cute. I don't know why I thought about this when I was making this slide. I was just trying to think about a bunch of cool bug things to put together. Just kind of like a crazy mishmash of insects and stuff. It's beautiful, honestly, it's beautiful. It's just kind of neat. I like it. I feel like I'm doing show and tell right now. Like, you guys just got done showing all of your cool family mementos, and then I just awkwardly walk to the front of the room, go push my glasses up and be like, this is my ant farm. And then everybody's like snickering in the back, and I'm trying not to have a mental fucking breakdown. I'm trying to muster up all my courage because I really like my ants, and then I can't ever look at them the same after that, you know? I feel a little bit humiliated. But you know what? They're still my friends, and I like to slip in crumbs somehow. Somehow just slipping crumbs through the cracks and watch him carry them around. What do you mean, nerd? I'm not a nerd. I'm not a nerd. Like, it's in there, why do all have to live in there? I don't know, they just really get along. I think they just love to gossip with each other. I feel so stupid doing this. I'm sorry. What do you mean, actually? Shut up. I'm getting embarrassed now. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Shut up. You. Next slide. Next slide. Gosh, can't present anything in this classroom nowadays, even as the teacher. This is metamorphosis. This is what butterflies do. It's kind of neat. I feel like I had to show you guys it. Cause like, the hungry caterpillar... the hungry caterpillar... Sorry, I'm calm now. It's the... I'm sorry, I'm having a mental breakdown again. He's just a pudgy little guy though. He's just a pudgy little guy. He's rapidly evolving. I haven't actually seen a caterpillar cocoon in a while. I think they normally are tucked away somewhere. Aww, it is a real Pokeball, it is. The hungry caterpillar demands sacrifice? I don't know, didn't you guys all have this book as a kid? I think so. They used to make children's books a lot more exciting nowadays. I don't even know if they make children's books anymore. Cause kids like, they kids just watch TV nowadays. Kids just watch TV nowadays. Ignore the censored thing. Don't worry about that. That's just a little block of text. I mean, that's just a little block of black. Yeah. It's exciting. It's cool. It's neat. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Caterpillar. Thank you, Mr. Caterpillar. Alrighty. Did I even include anything after this? I did! I did include something else after this. I did. I remember now. This is a cute... Okay, yeah. Okay. I gotta keep calm. I gotta keep calm about this. I gotta keep calm. Look at them! Look at them! Look at them! They're so cute! They're so adorable! They're so adorable. Look at them! Stag beetles! And then you have iridescent beetles too! Dude, stag beetles are so cute. They're like big little guys and you can pet them. And they have so much character. They can sniff the air at you. They're so dazzling. I did not rip their shells off. No, I've never harmed a stag beetle in my life. Never. Never, 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 never. Never ever. Hello to you too. Welcome to the Stag Beetle Admirational stream. This was secretly just my excuse the whole time to admire stag beetles. Tomoe Umari. I don't know who that is. Or what that is. But I do know that I love my stag beetles, damn it. Marquise is given 2 carrots to say, where's John Lennon? What do you mean, where? I don't know. I don't know. But just look at the little guys. Look how much character they have in them. Yes, Kabuto Mushito. Common Rider beetles. They're so base. They're just cute. I don't know. There's just something about them. And then I really like when I'm out and about and I see the colorful beetles too. Because they have iridescent colors. And did you guys know the neat thing about insects is? They're like one of the only things out there that have blue as a naturally occurring color in them. Because blue is really rare. But they're like blue butterflies and stuff. Well, blue is rare in biology. That's what my teacher taught me many times ago. But I think maybe now there are more exceptions to it. It's like natural blue, like true blue is rare. Yeah, I remember. That's your bug fact for today. T, don't ever say that horse lady ain't teaching nothing, cause you're learning lots right now. Why is blue rare? I don't know. I think warmer tones tend to be more naturally occurring. Cause blue isn't really a good defensive mechanism, like it doesn't really blend in with as much. That's why typically blue lobsters, it's a genetic mutation I believe, but when blue lobsters are born they tend to die quickly to predation. Predation. Yeah, I think that's the right way to pronounce that. They die quickly, so they're beautiful. They're beautiful, but they die. They don't last very long. They're not long for this world. Now, Red Lobster, not the restaurant, but the actual Red Lobsters. Alright, you gotta look out for them. Those guys are winners. I don't think lobsters die. Well, what is it about lobsters? They never stop growing? And then they're like immortal jellyfish, right? I need to do a sea appreciation stream too. I get really nerdy when it comes to nature. I don't know why. Just creatures in general fascinate me. So I love you guys so much. Actually, I'm more of a creature than you. I can't really say that, but you know what? You guys are pretty cool. You're pretty neat. Predaration? Predatory adoration? That makes sense, actually. You're pretty bright. I am a lover of all creatures. Yes. If you were born 100 years ago, you can eat lobster in prison. Well, funny you should say that. I was born 122 years ago. Well, more like 122 and a half years ago, but who's counting? So, you know, not that I was in jail at that time, but like hypothetically speaking, if I was in jail at that time, I would fancy me a nice lobster. Never had a lobster before though, so that obviously means that I've never been in prison before for no crimes that I may or may not have committed. Do I love roaches? I do. I think they're just I don't know. I like the water bug versions too. The really big ones. I was told that those aren't actually roaches. Sydney is given 10 carrots to say, when I was a kid, my family had a little dog which my mom got as a wedding gift. There'd always be dozens of Japanese beetles. Kinda surprised it lived 20 plus years since it was being at so much early on. That sounds so cool! Japanese beetles are just... I don't know, if I could go to Japan, hopefully I can at some point. I gotta go bug hunting. I just really want to go bug hunting there, because at least it just seems like there's so many cool bugs there. It's like when you're a kid and you collect fireflies at night, and then you aggressively shake the jar, saying like, light up, damn it! Glow, damn it! Illuminate. But then you like keep them too long and they all start to die in there because you're not providing them with any sustenance and you forgot to poke holes in the lid. And then you learn your lesson for next time, but you're not able to catch as many. But even when you try to add more and more to the jar, it doesn't quite, it never really quite pans out the way you hope it for it to. But that doesn't, you know, fireflies are they're real pretty. They're real pretty. I think we should all collect fireflies at least once in our life. Too specific. I just know a guy, you know, like I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, and then they told me the story. Yeah. Stag beetles fly because they sound like helicopters? I've never seen a stag beetle fly, but I feel like it'd be nice to watch them fight with each other. Just a friendly little wrestling, you know? Just a good old sportsmanship type of wrestling. Am I that guy? I'm not that guy. Moral of that whole tangent. Fireflies are pretty. Yeah, they are. They really are. This is the final slide of my presentation. We got the bug discussion. Open discussion. This is like our free talk period of the class where we really get to just, you know, appreciate bugs to the fullest. Yeah. Honestly, if I had thrown this together so last minute, I would have been able to come up with lots more bugs myself to, you know, just throw into this thing, you know, make it work somehow, one way or another. Do you guys like him? He's a dancing roach. He's gonna go out from behind your bookshelf. You're gonna see him skittering along when you go to get that midnight snack, and he's just gonna start dancing like this. You're like, why won't you die? No matter how many times I try to kill you, why do you keep coming back? I don't know if roaches are like rats where like, you know, like, hold on, I'm trying to think. No, but it's like when you see roaches in the open, then that's a bad thing, right? Is that a bad thing? Cause then that's usually the signs of an infestation. Or is that rats I'm thinking? I don't know if it's roaches or rats or both. I've never had an infestation before, so I'm not sure. But either way, roaches are bad. You can't kill them. They just keep coming back. They come back stronger. You can hear that gift. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't mean to traumatize you. Draken is announced turn. I almost got a bug bingo. There's a bug bingo? There's a bug bingo. Oh, I wish I could play bug bingo. You only have an ant problem? Doesn't everybody... Okay, actually, out of curiosity, what bug problem did you guys have the most growing up with in the summer? Like, most people get like ant infestations, but some people get like fruit fly infestations or really any number of things. So what kind of creature tend to invade your house the most in the middle of the summer? Moths? Really? Roaches? Ants? June bugs? June bugs are evil. I say I like all types of bugs, but there's something just inherently evil about June bugs. Like, they kind of like stick to your clothes a little bit. They just fly at you. They're not particularly cute. I mean, they're not hideous, but they're not particularly cute either. Ants everywhere. Did you guys used to get those little ant traps though? Did you used to go to like the Home Depot and buy bulk ant killing stuff? Black widows? You had Black Widow infestations? How did you survive? Wait, what do you mean scorpions? Do scorpions count as bugs? Huh. The real evil ones are kissing bugs. You mean the ones that like stick together and then you look down and you're like, they're just all over you for some reason and they also kind of stick to you a little bit? I don't really like the bugs that like stick to your clothes. There's just something about them that's really inconvenient. Oh, camel spiders are lovely. I don't know about having them in your house, though. Arachnids. Really? Huh. I didn't know that. In Florida, roaches pop up in your house during rainy season since they're forced out of their flooded dens. But how did they get into the house? Why are you just leaving your door open for all those roaches to get in? Also, close that door. You're letting out all the cool air. Come on now. I ain't raised you in a barn. I raised you in a fucking stable. I'm sorry, yes. I'm sure a lot of you guys also got told to shut the door though because of the AC is on. It can't just be me. There's no way it's just me. Huh. EDF? I've never played EDF. I did hear something about it having bugs though. Oh, roaches can clip through walls? Dude, how the hell do you deal with them then? That's just not fair. That's not fair at all. House centipedes are terrifying? But why? What's so scary about them? Oh, that's how Man, the AC must be hella expensive. Aren't houses just barns for people? No, I don't think so. But if it was a bookstore, it could be barns for nobles. Sydney is given 5 carrots. Says, hey, my mom used to make her own ant traps with borax and jelly or peanut butter. This is a public service announcement to all those in need. You're welcome. I think, yeah, that's a good trap suggestion. I mean, I'm also thinking about like stuff like that. So you can use vinegar and there's just a lot of common household ingredients that's good to keep in mind when you have particular reoccurring problems. I used to get horseflies and regular flies in the house a lot. And until I built a little tiny stable for them to relax, and I just didn't really know what to do about it. They just get out of control with nowhere to go. They're a little bit feral in the wilderness. And I think they bite at you and stuff too, but honestly, every horse without a home would, so I can't really hold them accountable for it or nothing. I diagnose you with galloping disease. You must run laps for hours on end. I don't think I got the stamina for that, buddy, but I admire your determination. Why is everybody getting feral? Horseflies are allowed in the UmARMY. Yes, we have the stables built to hold them. It's fine. We're equipped to deal with this issue. Wait, you hate horseflies? But they're so loud. They announce their presence. It's like it's like an angry stampede just charging in at you. But that's why you get electric fly swatters, right? But even then, sometimes that's not enough to deal with the flies, cause horseflies, they can see a lot more than you can. They got a big old field of vision cause they adapted to dodging. Can you say the same about yourself with your slow ass reflexes, huh? When's the last time you won a match of dodgeball, huh? You talking shit about flies out here? I tell you what, man. You're gonna learn! You're gonna learn how to show some respect to those flying little dudes. They got one purpose in this world and it's to annoy the shit out of you, and they do a damn good job at it. Horsefly bite? Yes, they do. They do occasionally bite. They take a little nibble, you know, just a little nibble. You actually won in dodgeball? Can you teach me the trick to it? Cause I'm not terribly good at it myself. I'm actually kind of projecting. I have really horrible reflexes. I tended to get picked last in PE. Like, I was literally the last on the team that anybody wanted because I was just really slow and awkward. It's like, nah, we don't want that horse. It was a sad point in history, but you know what? I'm thriving right now, much like the cockroach infestation. I'm thriving a little bit. One of the poor ponies I work with is so sensitive. She has to wear fly cover in this horrible heat. Do the flies just... I don't know. I feel like horses and flies eventually have to learn how to get along. Slow and strong, yeah. What, bro? Picked last in gym doesn't mean I'm gonna become a VTuber. It's just a coincidence. I'm strong now, okay? I may not be good at running, but I'm strong. That's all that matters. Your reflexes are terrible too? Dude, it's hard. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. Is crabs a bug? I think it's what? It's the thing that ends with a pod. I already forgot the word for it. I am totally collapsing at the seams right now. Have I ever played Bug Fables? No, I haven't. Ugh. You're not good at running as a horse? I'm not a cardio horse. I'm a heavy lifting horse. I know a shit ton about weightlifting, okay? But I don't know how to run for the life of me. Can't do that. Yeah, Arthropod. Yeah. Arthropod. Yeah. I'm like the most illiterate horse there ever were. These glasses are not adding 2 inch like they normally do. But that's how I'm supposed to give presentations. I gotta be confident. Gotta speak with my chest. Or draft horse. Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting at. How much can our tomboy bench? Well, before I was out of the gym for 2 months, I could bench 135. Not so much anymore. Although I have been getting back into it. I've been lifting for a while, so I know a thing or two. Or 3. I need to do another gym advice stream again soon. It gives me a good excuse to vent about it. Well, not vent, but rant about, yeah. It gives me an excuse to talk about fitness for a long time. What do you mean -10 intelligence? How dare you? How dare you? What breed am I? Horse. Tell us how to project our droids? I don't know if I'm like... I don't know if I'm a good judge of character for that, considering. I wonder what bug could bench the most. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Quick question for you, Tomoe. If you could pick one bug to use as a persona when you become a superhero, which bug would you choose? I want to be like Mothman. He's already a superhero though, so you know. I would just be a cheap imitation. Like Imitation Crab. Like Imitation Crab, but as a horse. Which is like an amalgamation of horse parts and horse-related things. Maybe like a little bit of a donkey and a mule and like a pony and all sorts of crazy shit just slammed together in a hodgepodge of nonsense. It doesn't make much sense, but you know what? That's some of the most beautiful things in this world are illogical. Yeah, exactly. Hercules beetle? Why are you guys such Hercules Beatles fans? How y'all become like this? That reminds me, rather than watching this roach spin, let me go back to my chatting stream since I'm just chatting at this point. Oh, sorry, the background music is seared into my brain. That reminds me, I need to run this poll real quick. Let me do that before I forget. Here you go. I got you guys. I got you. Watch this. We're gonna figure this out once and for all. We're gonna solve a heated debate here. Let's see. Alright. Choose which one you think is better. I wanna hear your thoughts. Do I have a favorite bug Pokemon? I kind of like Pincer. I don't know, maybe that's like a basic bitch answer, but I feel like he's pretty cool. My gosh, I didn't know there were so many butterfly fans in the chat. You guys are quiet. It's hard to tell. But there's so many more moth fans in the world. We need more butterfly fans out here. Algo showed me this thing. I'm sorry if the background music is traumatizing you. We're just admiring bugs together. It's a chill time. Stag beetle based Pokemon. Yeah, buddy. You know, it actually warms my heart that the vote is pretty even. I thought moths were gonna win for sure. Moths are too hairy. Oh boy. Do you has lamp? I remember that meme. But at least, you know, I wish I could vote myself, but I can't. It's up to you guys to determine. The only good bug is a dead bug. Not in a stream like this, buddy. I do wonder what kind of creature I should cover next. Cause like, I want to go over ocean creatures, but I also want to go over like... What else did I want to go over? I already forgot. Oh yeah, reptiles. There's reptiles and then there's deep sea creatures slash regular sea creatures slash creatures that start with a C. Crustacean creatures, yeah. I could cover both. I gotta really ponder it. I gotta make a PowerPoint of equal power. Amphibians are awesome. I love just cause like, okay, so you guys ever go out and you just see like a lizard running by and you just really want to capture it and you like dedicate a good few minutes to capturing one at some point just so you can feel like the little scaly leathery body. Cause I've always wanted to pet one of the bigger lizards cause of that. They're just so cute. There's just something about them, you know? Is this where you can get chicken? Yeah, you can get chicken here. We'd be a little bit carnivorous. Lizards, okay, yeah. I think I'll do lizards next then. Well, not lizards specifically, but all sorts of amphibians and stuff. VTubers aren't unique creatures. You're lying. You're lying. We're normal. We're perfectly normal. For Solar K has joined the UmARMY as a horse private second class. Welcome to the UmARMY. It's nice to have you here. Aww. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream, by the way. These streams tend to be a little bit more spontaneous because it's like I go in with an idea of what I want to do and then my brain just starts generating like a lot of weird puns and stuff. And then it kind of all falls into a place. It's like a big old domino effect and eventually we kind of end up with some product, you know, it's like a kitchen experiment type of thing. But honestly, what matters to me most is that you guys are having fun here today. Hello to you too. Hey man, some of the best things in this world are random. RNG is what drives us to make good and bad decisions in life. Alright, looks like butterflies are gonna pull ahead of moths, but it is heartwarming at least that the vote was so similar. So close the whole time. Good job out there, butterfly bros. You fought your hardest, and quite frankly, I still agree with you. But I'm required to be as unbiased as possible. So let's just say both are good for now. They both have their ups and their downs. 13974 is given 12 carrots, Susie. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's kind of become your signature style? It makes you stand out. Do most VTubers have like more structured streams? Cause I don't know, I feel like we have better discussions with each other when we're more spontaneous about it. Cause you get to like dig into your thoughts and kind of like come up with things as you go. So it's like talking to a bunch of friends. Like, you know, when you're having one of those gaming nights and one friend is like playing like one of those games and you're just watching, you're just kind of like talking to them along the way. Yes, it's like, it's more relaxed, I guess you could say. So that's why I resist the urge to plan everything out for the sake of quelling my anxiety. Because it is nice to have structured streams where you know how everything's gonna go, but I don't know, it's fun to be spontaneous. Makes for some fun memories too. Excel is given 2 carrots to say a couple of carrots for the lizard stream. Don't worry bro, the lizards are gonna be well fed. I got you. I'm excited for it too. Are we friends? I want to be friends with as many people as possible here. That's the goal anyway. I try to look after y'all. When I am spontaneous, I rant about ancient Rome for 10 hours. I know at least one other person in the community who could share that sentiment with you. Although I think there are a fair amount of history nerds around here. Butterflies look pretty from afar, but creepy close up. Moths look ugly from afar, but really cute close up. I've actually never seen a butterfly close up before. I'm very curious now. It's cute when you get excited. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, dude. Thinking about caterpillars in particular, they're just so adorable. I can't help it. I can't help it. A dinosaur stream would be nice as well. See, that's the thing. Dinosaurs are another thing that I get really hype about. Because I like Brachiosauruses the most. I love those long-necked motherfuckers. They're like the predecessor of giraffes. Like, equally as beautiful, but longer of neck. Although I don't quite know how tall they actually are, but they're just... Yeah, I like them. Question, wasn't this program for yesterday? It was, but I decided that I should really take a proper break. So I just kind of figured I'd move it to today instead. Don't worry, I'll cover some good dinosaurs. I got you. We're gonna have a good dinosaur stream one of these days. And I'll get to show you guys some dino pills too. I really want to bust out the dino pills for one of my hand cam streams. I got some fun things planned out, don't you fret. And then of course my 2.0 is in 12 days. I'm super nervous about it, but it's okay. We're pushing along. Things are going swimmingly. Like every horse should be able to swim. I know that. I know. Let me think. What other final notes can I add to this for bugs? I don't know enough about programming to make programming jokes. I can at least say dragonflies are real pretty, but I've never really been too close to them. They're always kind of elusive. They just zip away too quickly. Trying to think of like general types. Yeah, sponge dino pills. That's what I was talking about. Let's see. Do you guys have any honorable mentions that you'd like to shout out for bugs? Yeah, buddy. Dragonflies eat mosquitoes? What about those really, really big things? The ones with the long legs that fly around? I was always told they're called mosquito eaters, but I don't know what they're actually called. But people used to mistake them for giant mosquitoes as a kid, and you try to kill them. But it turns out that they were actually helping you the whole time. Oh, mosquito hawks! Yeah. I think those are it. I think that's it. My goodness. At least I'm not the only one who was confused by them as a kid. The long legs are sandflies? Is that what they're called? Oh. Let's see, allocation bugs. I don't know about those bugs. Crane flies? Are they cute? I wonder about that. And you got... I gotta look into crane flies later. That sounds familiar. I just can't think about it off the top of my head. Let's see. Crane flies. Got some note for later. Don't worry, I'm gonna educate myself. Horse lady gotta know about bugs if nothing else. She doesn't know her states, but she's gonna learn about bugs. Pill bugs are cute! I'm actually really sorry that I didn't make a slide dedicated to pill bugs because I used to pick them up as a kid. Like, I found like a nest of pill bugs. They just lived under this porch. Like, not like a porch, but it was an attachment to the shed that I had in my backyard. And I just used to like sit by the grass and just kind of like count the... I'm sorry, I need water. I used to count the pill bugs though. And I'd like pick them up and they'd like curl up in my hand. And I just like pet them because they're just... I don't know, they're adorable. They're like one of the most harmless little bugs ever. And you get to let them crawl all over you. And it's just... It's like a blissful feeling. It's a simpler time in your life you can reflect on. Just handling bugs like that. Look for the biggest ones. Yeah, me too, bro. They're just so cute. I'm sorry. This is why I wanted to do a bug appreciation stream. Yeah, roly-polies. Roly-polies. I used to call them that as a kid. And I started calling them pill bugs as an adult. I don't know why. Antlions? Aren't those the dudes that make the traps? Like the quicksand type of bugs? Real isopod hours. We love isopods out here. Pill bugs aren't really bugs. Oh. I like crustaceans too. Are you gonna tell me that as well? Am I just gonna get... You know, it's fine. I already put worms on the... the PowerPoint thinking they were bugs all these years. I couldn't possibly be any more wrong. Bombardier beetles? That sounds familiar too, but I don't think I know too much about that. Isopods mean a lot of legs. Does that mean they don't skip leg days? Like they just have really beautiful legs, like they stretch out their legs and then people like catcall them and then they call the police because they keep getting harassed. But the police say they can't really do much about it because they're getting, you know, these calls so often. The isopods, they're so popular. They're just in such high demand. They're so beautiful though. I just want to pet them. Ugh. Those beetles shoot acid. I certainly hope not. Speaking of acid, I don't know if I'm the only one who's had this experience. Probably not, but you guys ever go to like change the batteries of like an old like remote or something, and there's like that crusty stuff on the batteries? Is that battery acid? Is that what battery acid is? Because I always thought that shit was disgusting and you can never quite get it off of the controller. I'm sorry, that's like super off topic, but that just popped into my head. It's okay, that's battery acid. Oh, corrosion. Okay. Yes, it's pretty bad. Oxidated leak? Is it a bad thing or is it just kind of something that happens? That's interesting. I didn't know that there was a liquid inside of the battery. I don't think it's cheese dust, buddy. I don't think so. The only good bug is a dead bug. Not in this stream, buddy. Not in this stream. You're up against the wrong crowd. Huh. That's a very bad thing. Oh. Thank you for letting me know. I will keep that in mind after this stream for no particular reason. I might have to investigate a couple things. I'm sorry. I'll next time one of you guys is gonna have to change the light bulb in the stable. We keep having that one in the back flicker out, but I was told by the electrician man that unless a couple of them burn out, there's no point in busting out the rickety old ladder to start changing them out. So I hope one of you guys are willing to do it instead. I'm actually very clumsy on ladders. I've almost fallen off a good few times, so I'm gonna be relying on one of y'all for that. Thank you. I know it's not dangerous. I used to be clumsier. I'm better now. I have a better sense of balance. That's why I was picked last for sports, I swear. It's alright. I'm glad I could enlighten you guys about bugs overall, though. We're getting a little bit closer. Now we can look at those lights in the pitch black covered by all sorts of mysterious little bugs and be like, damn. I envy those simple-minded beings. And then you laugh all pretentiously and shit and just keep on going on your way, not knowing that, you know what? Sometimes we are that simple-minded too. Do I have a sense of balance? I do for the most part, yeah. I do for the most part. Let me take a look at something before I forget. Me and my forgetful self. Nah, ain't nothing looking at over there. But yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to cover this stream. I know it's a little bit shorter, but you know, I'm a little bit fatigued. I feel like I got to meet a lot of new people today, though, so it was nice of you guys to stop by. I really am glad that you had fun. I'm glad I was able to entertain you with my strange rambling and stories and such. That's all I could ever really hope for. Just like, think about me the next time you see a caterpillar's body rippling along on the sidewalk. I would be happy with that much alone. And, wait. For some reason, thinking about the sidewalk just reminded me of those times when... You guys also drowned anthills as a kid, right? It's not just me. That's the only other torturous act that I did towards bugs. Aside from the ladybug thing, yeah, I destroyed a couple anthills. But who hasn't? Who hasn't kicked over an anthill or just like dumped a bunch of water on it? Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. We've all destroyed a couple kingdoms in our time. That's just the American spirit right there. Conquest. I don't think that's the right word for it. It's I don't know. I really wish I could. I need to fix my TTS on tips. Thank you for the 6.9 carats. I could at least see that part. I'm gonna read that message after stream, and I'm gonna like hunt you down, and I'm like gonna grab your shoulders and like lightly shake you and thank you properly. I'm sorry, it's still broken. I'll do better next time. I feel like a monster now. Not the energy drink, like the bad monster. The type that like waits on the end of your bed and tickles your toes if you leave them hanging out of the covers. Not even like sleep paralysis demon. That's a little bit worse, honestly. A monster can't hurt you though. You're safe in the stables. We got rid of that guy a couple days ago. You're fine now. Sunbonics is given 50 carrots to say have a hearty dinner next sunrise. What? What? I'm glad you felt so educated. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the carrots. You're a sweetheart. You're sweeter than any sugar cube I ever saw, that's for sure. I'm glad you had fun today, though. Be sure to take care of yourself for the rest of the night. And even though Garfield hates Mondays, we love Mondays in the UmARMY because the Monday is the start of another beautiful week. I'll let y'all look after each other and keep your heads held high. And if I see you hanging your head down, I'll walk up and I'll tell you to hold your head up myself. I don't know. I need to go to bed. Well, not go to bed, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. But yes, that'll be all for today. Slide above Venus carrots with 5 carrots. I can't read it. I can't even hear my own TTS anymore. I ruined everything, bro. Somehow everything is breaking. I saw something about rambling though, so yes, I will agree with you there. I do ramble sometimes, but it's all for the good of the order. I'll see you on next stream though. Take care and have a lovely night. I'll release the schedule for this week soon. Don't fret. I ain't forget it. Alright.